All right, we are back with another video. For those who are watching, I'm a little behind on the videos. I'm about a week behind, so I'm trying to catch up as much as possible, or else the thumbnail won't make any sense because it's still Halloween. So everything's pretty much still the same. Just trying to ramp up a little bit where I can. So ended up with 30 pounds for 2 sets of 11 here using a double progression method. So my rep range is 10 to 15 with 3 reps in reserve. So I got 11 at 30, so we'll see where I'm at. It's actually Sunday, a week later from this today, so I'm getting ready to do this same workout today. And again, this is essentially a 5-3-1 framework variation. You can see my son's arm there. My son joined in today, got after it with me. I really like sissy squats. A lot of people hate on them because, again, I guess force output's not super high, but I don't really give a shit. It feels really good in my quads. Makes my knees feel really good. Just warms me up for. There we go. Got a little posing going on. He's being dramatic about his. I enjoy my kids coming out with me. I think they enjoy it too. I never force them to come out. Here we are banging out some laterals. He knows that Dad has some shortcomings in the shoulders, so he's just trying to motivate me, stay with me. So I keep carving up these pumpkins, so I have something worthwhile to show off with this tank top on, this Amazon $5 tank top that I got on. Yeah, he like I said, I really like them coming out with me. Again, I never force it, but he likes to get on the lawnmower, as you can see, ride around on that thing, press buttons he shouldn't. I got Nordics going on here. I used to give Nordics to athletes all the time, and like they were a big hit in around that 2010, 11, 12 time frame, and I programmed it a lot, and then I just kind of stopped because I had access to a GHR, and now I've been programming them since the summer, and I still suck at them. Now I know why why I left them out. I bought this little attachment that you see around my ankles. Bought that from Amazon for like $15. But I mean, God, Nordics are just absolute killers. Here I am using some band tension to help me out. Goal is to get this with no band tension. I'd like to be able to get 4 body weight. That would be ideal, I guess. Building up the lats as well, especially just doing it through pull-ups because I'm just trying to improve the specific skill of pull-ups. We got 2 sets of 6 to 10. I did 25 for 7 here. Try to take a wider grip. I got to go see an orthopedist about my elbow. I mean, this has been going on, my left elbow. This has been going on since May or something. And every time I feel like it's getting better, something aggravates it again, which is very annoying, but it is what it is. I'm still able to progress and everything. It's just like constantly there and constantly annoying. Like when I'm holding my kids, there you go, a little inspirational forehead kiss there. Even when I'm holding my kids, my left arm is just noticeably weaker and just kind of hurts the entire time. It's just really, really annoying at this point. What do we got going on here? Now we're into our squats. I've set my training max super low. My training max is only 300 pounds. I would like to squat around 450 if possible around Christmas time. But in efforts to avoid what I always end up doing, which is just kind of running myself into the ground, which is, it happens because, training feels good for so long until it doesn't. And this happens to all of us. We get to a point where like, man, training's good. I'm going to ramp it up. Training's good. I'm going to ramp it up. And all of a sudden you dug yourself into this hole, or at least for people who train hard. If you never train hard, I guess you never run yourself into a hole. You never, get any better either. So I set my training max really low to avoid that. What I like to do with 5-3-1 is work up to a single at whatever my top percentage is that day. So my top percentage was 90%. So I worked up to a single at 90%. And then I backed down to the original percentage, which was 70. So I'm doing like a 5s progression with this. So I'm doing 70. I'm doing all the sets for 5, and I want to have around 3 to 5 reps in reserve. By the way, the playlist that I have, you can find it on Spotify. It's called Holding On to Hope, ... a motif. I like to come up with random nonsensical names for my playlist. But this is all just like 80s inspirational music, and I just love it. Just makes me feel some type of way. So, yeah, you can see my son has actually has my daughter's bow and arrow. So he's getting after it. So I ended up doing this for 5 reps. It felt like I had like 5+ reps in reserve. If I ever feel like it's over 5 reps in reserve, I never try and rank it like, oh, that was 7 or 8. I think people get really bogged down and shit like that. That doesn't matter. Like, was that an RP of 8 or 9? Or was that 2 reps in reserve or 3 reps in reserve? Now what I do is I tend to work in a range. Like, hey, that was probably around 3 to 5 reps in reserve. Or that was probably around 6 or 7 reps in reserve. And again, people get really caught up in semantics that don't matter. Like, oh, you got to be 1 rep in reserve. And I'm not trying to be mean. But yeah, I mean, I just think people get really caught up in those semantics. As long as you're ranking things consistently, I think that's all that matters. Just playing some terrible air drums there. That's what we're talking about. Just hitting those high notes to 80s music on a Sunday morning. Getting after it. This was my second set, I believe. I don't even know where we're at anymore. And again, all these felt really good. And that's why I like working up to that single prior, get a little potentiation effect. I've been doing everything beltless as well. No particular reason. I just get in these moods where I feel like I get over reliant on some equipment. I know that I'm saying this as you can probably see that I'm wearing knee wraps, but these aren't really knee wraps. These are actually just like kind of ace bandages. They just make my knees feel warm. And honestly, like when I always wear sweatpants, because I like wearing sweatpants when I lift, because it just makes my joints feel better and feel more warmed up. The ace wraps actually keep my sweatpants in place, so the sweat doesn't like stick to the sweatpants and like pull down as I'm squatting. I know that probably sounds ridiculous, but that actually does make a little difference. So I don't think these are providing me any help at all. If they were, I wouldn't wear them, and that's why I'm not wearing the belt right now either. Kind of like you want caffeine to do its job when it's time to do its job. I want my belt to do its job when it's time to do its job. I don't want to like just have it there as a crutch all the time. Man, I was just really feeling this playlist today, as we can see by all my terrible air drumming. Shoes. I've gotten questions about my shoes on my Instagram. My shoes they're my dad's shoes, and they're an ode to John Meadows. I've talked about John Meadows a good bit since I created this channel. It's because I've been just watching so many old John Meadows videos, and again, like I just love that guy to death. Just, he was the best part about the fitness industry, but I like the dad shoes. John Meadows always wore them. And if they're good enough for John Meadows, they're good enough for me. Again, one of those things that people just get really caught up in the semantics of things. You got to wear these shoes. You got to wear those shoes. Here's some stiff leg deadlifts. Stiff leg deadlifts were 3 reps in reserve, 2 sets of H12. I did 195 for 10, and I ranked this at 5+ reps in reserve. So who knows how many more I could have done. Again, I'm just kind of slowly trying to build with this, getting good pump in my hamstrings, just getting some good accessory work. And then as we get towards the end, we got a little family footage. This is a remote control truck that my brother got my son, and now they take turns, each one chasing the truck. And then we did a little cookie graveyard thing that we got from Target. I really like Halloween, so it's just fun to get in the spirit. We're trying to do different fun Halloween activities. But we're getting closer to the day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully I'm not rambling on too much. I just like really good training content now. I've been watching old super training videos, old cow strength videos, and I feel like we've gotten too far away from just, videos about training. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this.